here. We have been talking about the schedule, some of the stuff that's set to release, some of the new things that are releasing, and it's been like such a big focus on like how stuff is being created. And so yeah, naturally we're trying to touch new topics. When FaZe starts doing the better news stuff in the morning, he will be capturing a lot of these topics. He will be spending a lot of time talking about this kind of stuff too. And I really feel like it's a very big asset that FaZe is doing that because he has a lot of knowledge to share, and I feel like he would really break it down from a different perspective than maybe mine, obviously, and that's what makes us such makes us good at this shit. It makes it fun for us is that we're able to kind of create on our own, and not feel like oh fuck, bro, we're not. Um, oh fuck, we're not really like putting out every piece of news because I want to tap news segments that maybe we're not always tapping, right? But all right, so let's jump into it though, real quick. I just want to let you guys know. All right, so we know that we talked about it recently on Sunday that that Drake bought Tupac's Death Row um, chain. So I figured we would just type in on Instagram or YouTube or something, find out if there's any investigation that's come up from it. And really the argument is that, if he got the chain, to me, it may not be as disrespectful. Like I told you before, I feel like it's just a never-ending battle of people trying to have a pissing contest for no reason. It's just not really getting anybody anywhere. So there's no win in it at the end of the day, in my opinion, anyway. And maybe everyone wants to have a pissing contest. That's cool. I mean, some of these guys, Suge Knight and them guys, don't get to argue with nobody. So any way to keep them in the public eye, obviously. Um, but that nobody really care. I mean, Drake, it's cool. You argue with Drake, but I mean that it's all just relevance, right? It's just no different than making content. So let's take a real quick. Look at
Here's
this.
Pac's real chain in another nigga's hand right here. Up close. Okay, that's Pac's real chain. I just sent you in somebody else's hand. Now I'm gonna show you both of them side by side. Here's Pac's real.
Okay, all right. So we know that Whack 100 has been crazy. That shit ain't making no money exactly, Uni. Dead ass. Shout out to Uni in the chat. Big ups to Uni. Uh, W Uni in the chat, y'all. For real, for real. W y'all. Nah, bro. Like I said, to me, it just feels like they're having this pissing contest. And so it was like a good stunt to pull off. But we know that Wack and them are going to do the due diligence. We know that people, I know that Suge Knight had come out and said, hey, that he's full of shit. And that's a complete fucking lie. Let me see here.
Down. So we pray for them ahead of time.
Yes, indeed. So, Suge, I got to ask you, since you was the one passing out the Death Row chains back then, how you feel about Drake buying Pac Death Row chain?
Well, I'm quite sure it's not true. But the only person to ask, when I came up with the idea to make the Death Row chains, one, had never been done before. Two, it was like wearing it was like having your flag, your rag. You can't tuck it. It means something.
Okay, all right.
So only person
I co-sign,
that got Death Row chains, and I'm the only one handing them out. I gave one to Snoop at first, and Snoop felt that Death Row chain is going to cause too much controversy. He said,
sounds very Snoop.
And he ain't trying to be swabbling up or running. So I made him a dog paw chain. And if you notice on that picture when we all had on black, you'll see Snoop wearing the dog paw.
Okay.
Andre had a Death Row chain. Buntry had a Death Row chain. Heron, Hen Dog, Neckbone, Trey. I can go on. There was a few of the homies. None of the bitches on Death Row had Death Row chains. The Dog Pound didn't even have Death Row chains. I made them dog paw.
So we know to confirm that they definitely got it. Snoop owned Death Row now, doesn't he? He does own Death Row now, yes.
But then, when Pac,
I think he's the main owner, but there's obviously, I believe there's an investor behind it as well.
Came home, I went to go visit Pac. And when I got Pac out, he came home and we was going somewhere at the time. He said, "Oh, I can tell all your niggas, they all got those death row chains."
Okay.
I'm like, "Shit, I'm gonna make you one." He was like, "Shit, you my big bro. Let me wear yours. That's more important. I don't want
Shit.
a first one. I want the one. I want to wear the one you got." So my death row chain at
Shit.
the time was full of diamonds on the chain and full of diamonds on the bezel. Pac came home and got that chain. Not after Christmas. Not
So it didn't get sold to Drake. So what he's come the brass tacks of what he's saying here, y'all, is that the biggest argument for it right now, I think, is here it is. Like, it's somebody that got a chain that says "All Eyes on You" 1996. Now, I'm assuming, now I haven't heard this whole clip, I'm assuming what Suge's going to say is we printed so many chains for this particular release. Anybody that was on that release. So it could have been fucking John Doe's that Tupac wanted on this album, and he could have got it. And at the end of the day, selling something that's, and I wouldn't say that it's fraudulent because it is have something to do with Tupac, but I think maybe the wording was a little jumbled in between. I'm thinking the wording was kind of, so it didn't get sold to Drake. It didn't get actually sold to Drake. A chain from Death Row did, though. And let's see the rest. Hold on.
after New Year's, he already had it. And 1,000%, I heard a few people say that it was something wrote on there. One should run on that chain or the charm. Definitely not the chain, but the charm on the back wasn't nothing.
Okay, so he's confirming right now that this is most definitely a fake. There was nothing that ever said "All Eyes on You" 1996 on it.
And it was one of the best jewelers in California. This guy always come with great diamonds, the best of the gold, the best of all the shit. Now if Drake bought that chain, Drake should go back and keep their drawers up their ass.
Yeah, facts.
But I don't go hard about it because it ain't Drake's fault. And I believe Drake really admired Tupac and liked Tupac. I know on one of his songs, he was talking about.
What up? What up?
They say he was talking about how he was listening to some songs that Dad had some Pac verses that he must have.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna go off. He's gonna go off on this whole other spiel of like, hey, this is how this shit should be, and oh, he always loved Pac, so he just wants to believe that it's Tupac's chain. It's kind of, to me, bro. I feel like shit really has no reason to lie. I mean, other than it being a West Coast thing, and that could be an issue, right? But honestly, like the way that they say things and the way his wording is, it isn't like very clear either. But he did state that there was never any writing on any of the chains on the back of them. Now, could Tupac put writing on the back? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, yes, maybe. But he probably didn't. Let's be thorough. They would have noticed that, bro. They're all around each other. Did Tupac go mysteriously before he passed? R.I.P. Like, but we know that Drake, has a lot of love. I had heard about that before. Drake loves Pac. I see that in the chat too. It's a good argument. It's a good argument. What do you guys think, man? Let me know below in the chat, and let's get it cracking, man. We appreciate you. Born Evil.